The date here, this is 1/10. Remember, it's an expense.
Right.
Okay, because it's after the earnings.
Okay.
See how it's over here?
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you catch that, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so again, then it should be 1314.58 minus 376. So we're looking at like 900 something. Why is it like that? That's not right. 856. 256. His total charges. Oh, oops. No, his statement subtotal is 1091. So he didn't pay off any balance, which is why it's in here. So 715 should be 1091 minus 376. So we're looking at like 715 bucks. Yeah. Okay, cool. These are there. Save and close. We'll just do a couple more here.
Okay.
Until he gets to the positive.
Is there a reason he has so many negatives this year?
At the beginning of the year, he always has negatives. Like a lot of these guys will buy stuff right at the beginning of the year.
Okay.
So that's just what happens on their account. Is they just buy stuff at the beginning of the year, like they buy samples and things like that.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Now notice that that's a credit. Okay.
Okay.
It's different when you're doing journal entries because there's no negatives. You don't use any negatives.
I know. Yeah, it's weird.
And again, it's an expense too. It doesn't go here.
Okay.
Because it's below.
Okay.
Okay, and then again, his statement subtotal is 1318 24 minus 1091.04. So it should be like 220 something bucks. Yeah. So he dove deeper into the negative again there.
Okay.
So that's why this one's more. So what is that? 1660 in direct marketing commissions. Okay. Again, this is below the line.
Okay.
So just don't get fooled by this first one. That's why this one says expense.
Okay.
Okay, and then we have balance. Previous statement, 294. Was it 1612 minus 13? Yeah, that looks like 294. Okay. Are you catching everything I'm doing? You have any questions or anything?
No, it's good. Thank you for showing
Okay.
me.
So you had catalogs. 93045. So this is just a shortcut here. 847.15. So I'm going to go 930.45 minus 847.15.
Perfect.
All right, 847.15. So
Yeah.
these should add up to 87. Yep. Okay. That's a credit.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully, yeah, we're catching up. 1454.99. So 1612.34 minus 157.35. 1612.34. What was it? 157.55?
157.55. I think so.
No, it's not. It's 157.35, which is why it's 20 cents different there. But that's what I was checking. So we're still on track. That's good. We uploaded.
Wait, those don't. Oh, there we go. Okay.
And I think on the next one, he gets positive. Yep, he does. So now we can do that one. And that is a actual transaction that came into his bank account on to something. Yeah, there it is. Oh, and there's this.
Mm-hmm.
Is that 1908? $35 for headshots. That's a service. So once in a while you see these on there.
Is that a new one? A new service?
It's just a professional service.
Oh, okay.
And then with that, I just copy paste what they put on here.
Oh, okay.
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 And it should balance out and let us add it. Yep. And now the ultimate check here.
Wait.
Oh. Okay, is now we go to reports. And we run a balance sheet for all dates. And we go to the balance from previous statement and it's 0. And you see how it's 0.
Perfect.
That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Okay, so those are the splits. Any other direction on this account? You think you could probably finish this in like an hour or so is my guess.
Yeah, I think so.
To get January all done.
Yep.
As far as like this one here,
Uh-huh.
we'll have to worry about that. I mean, I guess you can go back and backdate some of these.
Okay.
But it only goes through. Maybe just leave this one alone and I'll have to reconnect
30,
it. Yeah.
39.
So 3928, don't worry about it. Everything else has stuff in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it. So when I'm done, do you want me to just send you an email saying I'm done with the exception of 3228 and then you'll know to go in and fix it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be great.
Perfect.
Okay. So what's the deal with Alex?
So Alex is still waiting on his is really a mess still. He wants a bunch of things like categorized, but they're like PayPal and Venmo, and he needs like exact numbers he's waiting on from his mom because he wants them categorized as a student loan and his cell phone. But he wants it categorized, but he
There's
doesn't.
still so many in this one.
I know.
Have you gone through 2018?
Yeah. Yes, I'm only working in 2018 right now. So the Venmo and the PayPal, a lot of it's owner's pay and personal, which I fixed, but then I stopped doing those because now he wants those, he wants to know how much he paid in student loans and the cell phone or whatever. So
do this for now. So I would undo the ones that you did for Venmo and PayPal.
Okay.
Okay. And just create categories.
So that's my other question. If it's for a student loan and a utility, my question to you was like, sometimes it can be a business utility and sometimes it can be just because he wants to track it for personal.
Well, he has to track it for personal because it's not, unless he owns an office space, it's not 100% deduction. It's like a home office deduction.
Okay. So when I go in and create two categories for cell or student loan, what would it?
Well, student loan is a liability.
Okay.
So that's just what it is here. Hold on. Yeah, student loan payback. It's right here.
But under bad debts?
Yeah, it's a bad debt. I mean, it is.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
And then on utilities, yeah, we can just edit this for it to say home utilities.
Okay. Perfect. So those are the questions on his, and then
so a Venmo, if
uh-huh.
you don't have a Venmo, let's just create a yeah, that's fine because then we can find them all.
Okay. When he went through the categorizer, he just said all Venmo and PayPal's that are on the income side that like came into his account are from people paying him back that he like loaned them money. So he's not very needs some direction on how to handle money.
Yeah. Okay, so there's Venmo and PayPal for you. So anytime you see Venmo or PayPal, just throw them in a bucket until we wait to hear from him, okay?
Okay, perfect. And then if you could go through some of his Cutco splits with me and just make sure that the categories I have created are correct and in the right spots for him. And if because there's like a 15% team charge, there's a 20%.
Yep.
I've never set up a Venmo or a Vector Connect
Okay.
account
So have
before.
you done any splits for him?
Yes, I've started from the bottom of 2000. So if you log into his Vector Connect, I've started from the bottom of 2018, his very first check, and I've started to go up, with the exception of the -1 that I now know how to do, which should be easy.
So did he not have a team charge before 323?
No, his first statement was in March of 2018. So that must have been when he started.
Well, it's probably when he started paying a team person.
Oh.
So these are make sure they're always sub accounts.
Okay.
Because when we run the report, we need it to all show under the same thing. Right
Okay.
here. Okay. So what was the one you had a question on for the splits?
I just wanted you to go through like this and just make sure, like you just did, that I put it in like the right category, and when I'm adding stuff,
Yeah.
just that it's correct. I don't want to have to go back and like fix
Yeah,
it.
that's great. It's fine. Looks
Okay.
good. Looks good. I mean, I would try to get through all the splits today. Like, I mean, you saw me do the hedgehog one. Like, if you spent 2 hours just doing all his splits, you can get them all caught up for up until like the current day.
Okay.
And that way you're in the mode, and it gets faster like after a couple of them.
I think with me, it's not the taking time, it's the creating the new categories and making sure that they're correct.
So he hasn't had a charge yet. He hasn't had a order adjustment yet.
His,
because I don't see any order adjustments on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, and utopian income should go under.
See, this is what
co-income too.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not other income, it's income.
Okay.
Remember, other income puts it at the very bottom, and we don't want that.
Okay.
Okay.
So do you want to go into his Vector Connect and just see if there's any other ones or are there basic ones?
Okay, so like these order charges and adjustments, we should also have one. See, I try to make it clear on these. There.
Okay.
That makes sense. One's an income, one's an expense.
Yep.
Okay. So what did you want me to do?
I was just gonna say, are there any other basic ones that I'm gonna run into that you want to like just add so it's faster, or show me how to add?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay. You shouldn't have much more than that.
No, and if you have a question, just text me.
Okay, well, and then really quick, I know you've told me this before and I had it written down somewhere. When I want to go into, like, for instance, when I'm in Alex's account and I come up on one and I want to see how to do it correctly to go into like a different QuickBooks account, what was it that you hold?
Control, and then click.
Control and then click. Okay.
Like
I
right
needed
here,
to do
if I
that.
want to open Like if I'm in banking and I want to click on, if I want to see a report, I hit control and click and it opens in a new tab.
Okay, control and click.
That's what you're talking about, right?
Yes, yeah. Because you don't want to, especially when I'm working in 2018, I have like the date set